This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, we'll tell you about two businesses giving back this holiday season. Hello again, everyone. I'm Ken Kara, and this is FYI on SSPTV. Our news starts with headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. State police are investigating a bank robbery. It happened around 5:10 yesterday afternoon at the Community Bank on the Airport Beltway in Hazel Township. Not many details have been released. We do know that police are looking for two male suspects. No word on whether the alleged robbers made off with any cash. Anyone with information is asked to call State Police in Hazleton at 570-459-3890. The Hanukkah and Christmas season is upon us, and unfortunately, so is flu season. We talked with Phil Benyo Jr., a licensed physician assistant who often joins his father, Dr. Philip Benyo, on It's Your Health, seen here on SSPTV.
December is still not too late for a flu shot. We don't expect the flu season really until January or February. This year's flu shot is a quadrivalent or 4-strain shot. So there's a couple of different strains. It's really important. The reactions are minimal. The flu is not fun, and so it's a great way to prevent it. If you don't want to miss work, the flu can be deadly. It's important to get a flu shot.
For more information on the flu shot and to find out if you are a candidate for it, you can consult your family physician. This is a very busy time of year for many nonprofit organizations, and many are struggling to meet the growing number of families who are in need. Among them, the Commission on Economic Opportunity and their food bank, which helps those in need 12 months a year. FYI was there today as a greatly appreciated check was presented. PPL presented a $5,000 donation to CEO. Gene Brady is the executive director of CEO.
CEO covers a multi-county territory, but it's primarily in Luzerne County, and we have offices in Wilkes-Barre and Hazleton. So we operate here serving the community with the staff that is involved in all of our programs, directly helping people.
So we see PPL today, they give $5,000 to the food bank. What exactly does that mean? Where does that go? How does it get used?
Well, that's going to enable us to help more families, and we help more families by what you're able to see here is that we give food out of this location, which is a food pantry. We also operate a food bank, which helps other organizations in the community with food, a whole variety of organizations. We do some after-school work with HIP and with YMCA, and so we're involved in a lot of ways in the community, and it's all about trying to bring proper nutrition and healthy food, in particular to children and families in the greater Hazleton area.
You hear a lot about this, the holiday time of year. If people want to help you out any time of the year, how can they help out? How can community members help out?
Well, they can go to givefood.org, or they can donate by giving to the address here, which is 100 West Broad Street in Hazleton. Either way, we'd appreciate, and people can help by volunteering. People can help by being involved in food drives. All of those things are ways that people in the community help us to serve through our network of organizations and our own food pantry, help people in the greater Hazleton area.
Brady is grateful for businesses like PPL, which do their part to help communities they serve.
PP&L is a wonderful corporate partner, and they've for many years have helped organizations in the community. They've certainly have helped us. We're involved in them both with energy programs and with our nutrition programs. So it's a partnership that has been really a blessing to the Hazleton community, and we appreciate very much.
It's very exciting to be able to help out right before the holidays. We know the winter's coming. We're donating $250,000 to local agencies. $50,000 will go to food pantries. $200,000 will go for our Operation Help program, which helps needy families during the heating season pay their electric bills.
And you also, how much of your time with PPL is spent, I mean, how generous is that corporation really? I mean, how much and why do they give back so much? Has it always been like that since you've been there?
We're a very generous company, and we give back to our community. It's something that is one of our core values, and we believe that not only are we the company that delivers electricity to our customers, but we also want to play an active role in our community and be sure that all of the needs are met for our community.
Melinda Stumpf of PPL told us this is not the only donation to CEO. Since the agency is also involved in its Operation Help program, PPL will be back with another donation to help out. And again, if you would like to make a donation to CEO, you can go to givefood.org or send a check to CEO at 100 West Broad Street in Hazleton 18201. Another business in our area did its part to give back to the community just in time for the Christmas holiday. Owners Earl and Jeff Berger of Berger Family Dealerships on Route 93 in Hazel Township handed out gift certificates totaling $3,500 to representatives from 4 area agencies: Catholic Social Services, Hazleton Enlarged Ministries, and the Salvation Army in Hazleton, and the United Children's Home in West Hazleton. The donations were made possible by the You Could Be Santa fundraiser. The Bergers set aside $50 from each new or used vehicle sold between Thanksgiving and Christmas. The gift certificates are then purchased from the Laurel Mall and Thomas's Market to help those in need purchase food, clothing, and toys.
But Berger Family Dealerships for the past number of years has been collecting $50 and donating it to 4 local charities. This money is donated by consumers purchasing at our dealership, which is a local family business, and this is a way for us to help to contribute to these very worthwhile charities that help children and families that are less fortunate.
I'm just very grateful with the Berger family in Hazleton for the donations presented today. That will help us to give out food and to the people in Hazleton, to the needy people in Hazleton.
Major Gloria Misla of the Salvation Army was very thankful for the donation, and she told us there was a lack of volunteers for this year's Red Kettle campaign and donations were down, but the need continues to grow.
We receive Monday through Friday, every single day, 120 or more for food, for clothing, for shoes, emergency assistance. So if we get the donations from the community, we can help out the community. It's a large community that is in need, and especially through the holidays.
Since the inception of the You Could Be Santa fundraiser, Berger Family Dealerships has donated over $60,000 to Hazleton area families. Coming up next on FYI, Lisa Sugar gives us our instructions for Operation Safe Holiday. And in sports, we'll have part 1 of our interview with a Penn State football legend.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Welcome to our segment, Care for Kids. Every Tuesday, we talk about some issues with foster and adoption, and Lori O'Gurkus is back with us. We've been focusing on Brandon's Forever Home, and we are really doing wonderful things.
We're doing great things. We are very close to getting into the house, and there's been a lot of speculation as to what is actually happening, because when they hear Brandon's Forever Home, there's this perception that maybe children will be residing there, and I really want to let people know, not that that's a problem, because I love foster children and I take in foster children, but the purpose of that specific location is really just to work our mission, have a base for us to work from, and at the same time allow children to come and visit a one-on-one basis and be treated like the king or queen that they are, and pick out items free of charge.
All right, for people who may not know about Brandon's Forever Home, where is this house located that we want to purchase, and then what is Brandon's Forever Home?
Brandon's Forever Home, the actual location that we are hopefully going to purchase and finalize, is 187 North Church Street. It's a phenomenal 1907 Georgian, beautiful home. It was in the Landro family for a period of time. General Boone actually resided in the house. So there's such phenomenal history with it. And it's one of those properties that when we decided that we needed to go to the next step, we as a board just decided this is really where it needed to be. It needed to be in a house, it needed to have that home setting, and it's a grand property. And that's what we feel about our children who are in care, and want to provide that feeling every time that they enter those doors and open those doors to come in, that they feel as grand as the home.
Brandon's Forever Home is a 501c3. Explain what that means.
Brandon's Forever Home is a 501c3, which is a nonprofit organization. We created it as such because it is driven based upon donations and grants that we're trying to seek in order to continue our work. But anybody who donates is able to get a tax write-off for the year for any donations. So it's beneficial to us, since we're not there to make a profit, and it's also beneficial to someone who wants to contribute because they have great tax ramifications for them if they need it.
All right. Every week we're talking about Brennan's Forever Home here on SSPTV with Lori O'Gurkus here on Care for Kids.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Marley was dead to begin with. That's the opening line of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. This is St. Gabriel's Church in Hazleton on this gray day. It reminded me of Dickens' London. That's where Christmas Carol was set. Let's check out our forecast from the National Weather Service tonight. Rain mainly after 1 a.m. plus. Dense fog, low around 42. It's spring-like out there. On Wednesday, Christmas Eve, rain expected, high near 53, winds as high as 10 miles per hour. Wednesday night, showers and a possible thunderstorm. Very, very windy out there, low of around 37 degrees. Now for Christmas Day, a chance of rain showers before 10 a.m., then a slight chance of rain and snow showers between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Mostly cloudy with a high near 38, very breezy. Wind gusts as high as 40 miles per hour. Thursday night, partly cloudy with a low around 27. Friday, mostly sunny with a high near 43. Friday night, partly cloudy, a low near 31. And then on Saturday, partly sunny with a high near 45 degrees. And Saturday night, we'll get down to freezing. If you're looking for a gift for me this Christmas, I really want the Philly-style turkey club from the Pines Eatery and Spirits, our weather sponsor. It's fresh roasted turkey, crispy bacon, and creamy Swiss cheese. It's served with a side of Russian dressing, and it's a special this week at the Pines.
Today we're talking about Operation Safe Holiday, and here to give us all the details on how you can stay safe over the holiday season is Mike Toludo, who is the Safety Press Officer for the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation in this area. Mike, I guess, first of all, what is Operation Safe Holiday?
Well, thanks for having us here today. Operation Safe Holiday is a program where police officers throughout the state of Pennsylvania, and even nationwide actually, but in our area regionally, police departments will be out looking at a DUI, people driving under the influence, people aggressive driving, people without their seatbelt, people texting on the phone, and even having their child not in the proper seating. So there are some of the things that the police will be out looking for during the holiday. And even during the holiday, you're like we were talking before when you say it because it falls on a Thursday, so it may be a 4-day weekend for people. So we want to make sure that people, if they're drinking and driving, to be safe. You don't want to start the new year out with a DUI.
Absolutely, and we see the statistics every year. They put out the figures after the holiday, the Pennsylvania State Police and that, and there are often a lot of DUIs and other serious accidents related because of it. So this is a really serious crime if people are involved in it.
Oh, absolutely, and it could cost you up to $10,000. And your license, and it could even embarrass you, with your family, friends. I would recommend that if you're drinking and driving, to have a designated driver.
And with everybody rushing about, there's also aggressive driving, as you mentioned, too. So that's a problem as well.
Oh, absolutely. You want to take your time and watch out for the driver, follow the rules. Do not text and drive. That's a distracted driving issue, but do not text and drive, and also make sure you wear your seatbelt.
Well, we're talking about safety tips on how to stay safe over the holiday season, but you have some things that maybe, like if children got a bike for the Christmas holiday or getting a bike for the holiday season, you want to make sure they stay safe as well, so you want to make sure a helmet is included for the new year.
Absolutely. If you're getting a bike, which some kids do at Christmas time, make sure you just buy that extra, or ask somebody else to buy them a helmet. That is definitely a safety issue. A helmet when you ride your bike. Even an adult is buying a bike, is to buy a helmet for an adult, not just for children. And also I could say, if you're transport, and on that issue too, if you're transporting your child, make sure you have the proper car seat. And then the state police and PennDOT during the year do offers where you could come out and have your car seat inspected and make sure it's properly installed. That's a good point to make out there, that installation of the car seat is properly installed too.
And if anybody out there, maybe an organization or something, wants to know all the laws and maybe inform their members, PennDOT goes out and does talks for groups as well?
Absolutely. There's two things. We have a website, justdrivepa.com, where you could get all the facts written, and if you didn't want us to come. But we do come out to school groups, church groups, senior groups. We talk about senior driving, too. That's another issue for future show, senior driving. we could come out and you could just give me a call at the PennDOT office in Dunmore at 570-963-3502, and we could set an appointment and we could come out and give you a demonstration on different issues.
All right. Very important advice to know, not only during the holiday time of the year, but during the entire time of the year. And if you need more information, get in touch with PennDOT. Thanks for being here, Mike.
Oh, thanks for having us, and everybody out there have a safe and blessed New Year.
Thanks, Lisa. All right, green screen time. Your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers: the daily number 869, the big four 4264, Quinto 05653, and treasure hunt 7, 14, 24, 27, and 29. Bruce Clark, a Penn State legend, is on the Sports Cast next.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Bruce Clark was an All-American defensive tackle at Penn State in 1978 and 1979. He won the Lombardi Award as the nation's best lineman linebacker in 1978. Clark played in the National Football League for 7 seasons, and on Friday night he was at the Elks Club in Hazleton for Pat Brogan's fundraiser for the Dystonia Medical Research Foundation. Here's part 1 of 2 of my interview with Bruce Clark.
I want to start right there. I mean, just the love you get from Penn State fans still. What is that like and that community still like?
Penn State is what it always wanted to be. I moved up there in 2006, at the beginning of all that nonsense happened up here, but it's everything. I always want everyone to remember the memories that I had. Football was great, but most importantly, I was most excited about the education that Joe Paterno insisted that I get while I was up there. I gave him hell about all the library time in the off season, but I appreciate it after I got hurt my senior year. And I have so much love and respect for Joe. He's really the only father I've ever known. And hopefully between Franco and I, that we're able to help him restore the 409 victories he had gotten. Remind everybody, not only the student athletes, but all the students that he inspired and the education that he made sure that everybody got while they were up there and was a part of that program.
All the players I've ever talked to seem to have one relationship with Joe in school and then kind of a post, they saw it a little bit differently when they graduated. Were you the same way?
Oh yeah, because with me, I needed tough love. Matt Mill and I were knuckleheads. He was always like this to us, but we understood why he was like this, because he knew what we had in us, and he knew what to expect out of us. And after we got our degree, and we came back after and said, well, Coach, I started my freshman year as a linebacker, then you moved me to defensive end, then you moved me to defensive tackle. Why the hell did you make me a nose guard my senior year? And his wisdom, you look at him in his eyes and you say, because I wouldn't stir you the wrong way. It was the right decision, the right time. And you learn to believe him, but at the time, oh my God. Yeah.
What was it like playing defense at Penn State? When I read some books on Joe Paterno and I saw how simple the philosophy really was at Penn State, just don't make mistakes. It was like create those turnovers, but it seemed like a lot was on the defense and always a good defense.
We always had great linebackers, but Matt Mill and I always say he always had great defensive tackles and ends too. Yes, it was the reason why those linebackers became free. We absorbed a lot of their punishment they should have gotten. Well, that's Matt and I's story. We're sticking behind it, but we always had a great team, and we played like teammates. Everybody was responsible for a particular technique. Everybody was responsible for a particular responsibility, and when everybody did their job, and he preached it every practice, every game, and we became very efficient at what we had done, and we become great players in a great university and a great program.
Part 2 of this interview will air on Wednesday on FYI, and Clark will talk about the 1979 Sugar Bowl against Alabama and more. Now, I'm going to talk about local sports scores. Here's the FYI Standard Speaker scoreboard. The Hazleton Area Cougars boys basketball team, they're now 3-1 on the season after beating GAR at home. In the Schuylkill League, Marion beat Weatherly, and Pottsville knocked off North Schuylkill. In the pool, Pittston area swam to a victory over the Hazleton Area Girls. It was the Hazleton Area Girls' first loss of the season. The Wilkes-Barre-Scranton Penguins split 2 games over the weekend. The Pens lost to Albany at home on Friday, 4-2, and then bounced back against division foe Binghamton on the road on Saturday. They won that game 3-0, as they say in soccer. They head into Christmas in first place in the American Hockey League's Eastern Conference East Division, and have 3 games coming up. On the 26th, the Pens are at Binghamton. On the 27th, they come back home to play Bridgeport, and then on the 28th, it's at home against Norfolk. And you can celebrate New Year's Eve at Mohegan Sun Arena as the Penguins host rival Hershey. Happy Wing Night! It's Wing Night at Bottlenecks. Get $2 off your order of wings or all-you-can-eat wings and boneless wings for only $14.95. Bottlenecks wings are voted best wings in the area year after year.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. One quick announcement for this evening. Holy Trinity Orthodox Church, located at 223 South Kennedy Drive in McAdoo, will be having a free meal on Saturday, December 27th from noon to 2 p.m. Everyone is welcome to attend. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Clarence E. Mons of Weatherly. Private arrangements are by the Philip J. Jeffries Funeral Home. Kathleen Kershetsky of Delano. Private services will be held at the convenience of the family. The Lamar Christ Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. James R. Grace of Hazleton. Mass is Saturday at 10 a.m. in the Holy Rosary Roman Catholic Church. There will be no public viewing. The Damiano Funeral Home is assisting the family with the arrangements. Jesse Spade of Drums. Mass is Friday at 10 a.m. in the Good Shepherd Church. The Harmon Funeral Home is assisting the family with the arrangements. Edward F. Carlick of Freeland. The McHugh Wilczek Funeral Home will announce complete arrangements. Robert F. Doherty of Hazleton. Arrangements will be announced by the Boyle Funeral Home. Victoria Kotz Mackin of McAdoo. Arrangements will be announced by the Boyle Funeral Home. James E. Fisher of Hazleton. Services will be announced by the Hazel Chapel of the Crofton Hughes Funeral Home. And Theodore P. Yarnitsky of Hazleton. Arrangements will be announced by the Joseph B. Conahan Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Walter Sarna of Freeland. Walter, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Before we leave, I want to wish our Andy Fisher a very happy birthday and a happy Festivus for the rest of us. Take it easy, everyone.